Hello and welcome to my Europa Universalis 3 Let's Play. I'm doing in nominee expansion rather than the other expansions because quite frankly I don't have them and I'm not going to really go out and get them right now seeing as the new version's out. This is more of a test run to see if there's any interest in this, and if there is any interest in this Let's Play in particular, I will consider going out and buying Europa Universalis 4 and doing a Let's Play on that instead. But for now, we'll be working with this and seeing how things go. So for this Let's Play, I'm going to be doing a 1399 start, and I'm going to want to play a more underdog-ish country, and I've kind of played Brandenburg before and brought it up to be Germany. It was fun, but it was pretty tedious. And I have to admit, I did restart a couple of times, and I made a couple of mistakes. And saved very often, and that's something I don't really want to do for this Let's Play because, let's be honest, it looks a bit trashy, and, it's a bit admittedly cowardly. So instead, I will be turning from Europe and looking to the North Americas for a country to play. Now, while I want to play someone that is underadvantaged, I don't want them to be crippled under advantage, like it's nearly impossible for them to really do anything. The idea will be basically to play a power in the North Americas that will eventually, when they meet the Europeans, modernize and actually become a competitor, maybe even striking back and colonizing Europe in its own fashion. So, let's pick one of these nations. It's probably going to be one of these. It's going to be the Shawnee or the Cherokee or the Creek. I hope I pronounced at least two of them correctly-ish. It's probably not going to be the Iroquois or the Huron because they can really only expand into each other, and then you have to wait a very long time for them to come and colonize up all the way into here. I'm thinking maybe the best thing to play is the Creek because this will get colonized fairly quickly from like Spain or Portugal or maybe even like Great Britain. Probably not. It'd probably either be Spain or Portugal. So let's look at their leader. Uh, High Elder Brim, it's a tribal democracy. 7 administrative skills, 5 diplomacy, and 7 military skill. So it's a tribal democracy. He's not really that good of a leader. 4 administrative, 5 diplomatic, 5 military. And this guy is a tribal democracy too, but he's 5 diplomatic skill, 4 military. Well, no, 5 administrative skill, 4 diplomatic skill, and 5 military skill. So I guess I'll be going with Creek. Plus, it's going to be easier to, team up with the Shawnee and kick out Cherokee and eventually betray them and push up into their lands. So that's who we'll be playing. Alright, we're into the game. This will be an intro episode-ish, so it's not going to be much actual playing. It's mostly just going to be setting up. Maybe we won't even have too much time to even give rationale for the sliders, but, that's fine. But the main rationale for all the sliders is that we are going to want to become westernized, and that's the most important thing. As soon as they land here or here, we must be prepared to westernize in quick succession from each tech group right up until the Western European tech group so that we can actually compete with them. So we're going to want to have our sliders in order by then. So let's see, what should I go for first? I'm thinking the first thing I should go for is centralization rather than innovative. Because if I go for innovative, then I'm really just decreasing my technology cost, which may sound like a good thing, right? But the fact of the matter is that there's no real point in even trying to do that right now because, let's see, where's tech? Tech, oh, here, okay. Because as you can see, all these are basically waiting until the end of the game, so there isn't any point in even looking at tech until I can start westernizing. So I'm not even going to bother move into innovative because that just gives me these negatives of stability cost modifiers, missionaries. Though I don't really think I need missionaries because I think they're all the same religion here, or represented as the same religion. And then I would have increased war exhaust, which isn't really good either because I'm going to be at war very early on. Um, I don't remember exactly what I have to do to westernize, but one thing I do know is I'm pretty sure I have to have centralization up. Plus, it's always nice to have centralization up anyway, because there's no reason to have decentralization, because as you can see there, the only benefit is a little less war exhaust, but if you're running into the 20s, 18s in war exhaust, you know, you're already in a bit of a problem, so, you know, that's like just 2 revolt risk less by then you're already having a revolt risk, you know, revolt every month, really. So there's no point in that. So we'll be going to centralization. We're gonna have to be fighting some pretender rebels, unfortunately. That's not good. 4 of them too, because I probably shouldn't have done that first, but we'll get to that next episode. That actually. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can slide around the side here. Hopefully we can move here without attrition. We'll take a bit of attrition. Unless we get military access through them. No, we can't. We don't have any diplomats. So we're going to be going around through here and striking them around the back. Oh, the Sharky are asking for alliance. Well, given that these guys are getting steamrolled by peasants currently, that may not be a bad idea. I'll break my alliances later, but I'll take them right now. At least it'll decrease the possibility they attack me while I'm in the middle of a civil war, which would be terrible. Okay, yeah, I'll get there late, so that's what I want. Don't want to get there at the same time and I'm dying to fight these guys. We completed the mission though, and we have to accumulate money. How much money does the game want me to accumulate? Let's see. 100. It's possible. It's difficult. Okay. So I'll be moving in. Oh, no, that's terrible. Well, actually, it's not that bad. We got a good leader. We got a really good leader. And we have that army. The only negative is that we've lost prestige, I think. I'm not sure about that, though. We've got stability drop. And that's the only negative. I mean, we have a crappy military leader, but we have an excellent administrative and a diplomatic leader. Funny to think that a crappy military leader is what gave way to, you know, it's funny to think that a crappy military leader is the one who took power through force. That's... Or we're gonna have to, like, dissolve part of this army. Yeah, we're gonna take one of these guys out. There we go. What? Yeah. Take this out. And honestly, we can lower our maintenance while we're not at war. Press this again to see if that'll... Wait. Deficits? Nah, deficits, no. Deficits are still pretty bad. I wonder if the game would count... I was wondering if the game would count me taking a loan. No, I just take a loan of 4. I wouldn't even take enough to get 100. Because I was going to take a loan and that would get me that accumulate money mission. That won't work for sure. Ooh, and the other thing is we changed to tribal despotism. That's not exactly great. Let's see. Make divination a fundamental basis of our society, whether it's used to drive away ill spirits or certain information from the gods regarding sacrifices and illnesses. National focus goes down with stability cost modifier. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Oh, good. We still have our centralization. That's good. Is it worth it? Honestly, it probably is, because it won't take long to get stability when you're this small of a nation. So really, it's better, is it? Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, there we go. Let's move the army into Alabama. There we go. Alright, after I move the army into Alabama, that'll probably be the end of this episode. It depends on how I do it. I may have it 5-minute or so episodes, in which case this is probably the end of the episode. If not, just really ignore what I've just said. I decided to record the second section to, I guess, apologize for the mishaps in which I had thought that this would be a 5-minute per episode series. The reason I was originally planning on doing that was because I figured, you know, I had underestimated the size of which the video would be compressed down to after I had finished editing and running through editing software. Now that I know that, it really doesn't take up that much space. I'll probably be sticking with 10-minute or so episodes, maybe anywhere around from 7 to 10 minutes, maybe even 7 to 15 minutes, just to try to figure out what I'm doing. I'm not exactly sure what will be the standard length, but I'll be aiming for 10 minutes right now and see how that goes. So I apologize for the mix-ups and the ending of episodes before, or rather declaring that they were ending before they're actually ending, so I'll work to make sure that doesn't happen again, and perhaps today we'll get to see the second 10-minute episode of Europa Universalis 3 Creek Let's Play, where we conquer the tribes of North America and prepare for the incursion of Europeans on our shores. So that may be for another time, or that may be today. Whatever the case is, see you later.